Okay. Well, all in all, 4 major arcana cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 from this deck and then the 1 from the John Holland. So let's see what's up for you guys. Well, the first card is Justice in the environment card, in the environment space. So this is about fairness, balance. I feel like this is you, Libra. There's the scales of Libra, and so it could very well possibly be that at the beginning of June, you've resolved some issues, you're feeling more at peace, you're feeling balanced in your life, maybe with your relationships, possibly with your work. You've come to some conclusions about what type of work you want to do, or you've expanded your work and you have the plan together of how you want to see it go. But there is the authority figure, the balance, the universe is telling you that your month is rolling out, or at least the first part of June is rolling out to be fair. You have your sword here, so you can cut through any BS, if you will. You have the scales here, so if any decisions need to be made, I feel like you're going to feel, I'm feeling very light and airy and open, and that it's not going to be heavy. Whatever decisions you need to make, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it quickly, and feel good about it. So interestingly enough, that is the major arcana card that matches Libra. Don't you love it in your house of environment? So the indicator card for this is that this is the 6 of Pentacles. Well, the 6 of Pentacles is an awesome card. This is about material. This card calls it material and spiritual prosperity. So finally beginning to see some of that money coming in that you've been waiting for some of you, the abundance that you've put so much time and effort into. I'm getting the number 10. Of course, the Wheel of Fortune is right here, and that's the number 10 in the major arcana. But something about 10 months, 10 years, maybe you've been striving towards a goal for up to 10 years. Whatever it means, it feels like a lot of this is coming to fruition. As you can see, he's well dressed. I'm going to use my selenite. He's well dressed. He has on the red and the purple. He's looking out towards his vast property. So the feeling of admiring what he has. It's also a card, if you think about it, in traditional tarot, it talks about giving and receiving. And because there's normally someone who's handing out money to coins, the pentacles are about our coins, our money, our anything physical, our body, our property. And so, you may want to ask yourself, have I been giving to others quite a bit? And am I receiving the rewards of my efforts? I think a lot of you, and I'm doing this before the end of May, actually the 21st or so, 22nd, you'll be seeing the fruits of your labor starting at the end of May, and you're feeling it now. You're feeling like there's finally a balance in your life. This could represent, the scales of justice, meaning anything having to do with the legal profession. So anything legal-wise that has come up, I feel like you win, because this indicator card is prosperity. So any dispute that you've had, again, I feel like that you are going to have a positive outcome, which is nice. Awesome. Well, the next card, which is the changing position, is the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, wow, Libra. My goodness. So, okay. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that indicates to me that the tide is turning in your direction. That yes, things have not always been peachy creamy, and it's not always been easy, but the wheel is turning in your direction, and there's a spiritual essence behind this as well. You know, you can see all the strength, the lion, and the angel represents spirituality to me. And then there's the dove of peace, and the fox or the wolf, and the boar. So there's strength, and there's peace and angelic wisdom. And then, of course, this card too has the Egyptian head, which represents to me old world knowledge. So, and there's the symbols of you know, different suns and planets. So things are turning in your favor on a very strong foundational basis. It's like you've worked hard towards this. You deserve it. You're looking towards the spotlight. For some of you are going to see the spotlight, meaning that people are going to come and listen to what you're saying, or they're just starting to really listen to, like, wow, that Nicole, she has something to say. You know, Orion, I mean, he is, wow. People are starting to listen to you, is what I'm saying. So if any of you all have those names out there, I'm just throwing those out. I'm just saying that people are in tune to your vibration. And the indicator card for this is the Three of Cups, which is awesome. So there's rejoicing in the celebration, rejoicing in the moment, clicking cups towards this higher essence. Three people, could be three friends, could be family, but joining together with other people to celebrate where you're going. So there might be some people that you're socializing with in June. More of a social situation, a get-together, a gathering. I'm going to look into my crystal and see if there's anything that comes up. I turned on the light, so sorry if that changed for you guys. I hope it's all right. Well, you know, this gathering too could also, I talked about the spiritual essence of all this. I do feel like it could be like-minded people. It could be individuals that are intuitive, that are getting together, or at least maybe you're doing an intuitive class, or you're using your intuition more. But I feel like there's a spiritual or holistic essence to this. These cups are congratulating this wheel of fortune. All right. It's people getting together and really having a great time. Amazing. Great changing card. And then the outcome is the Magician. And the Magician represents someone to me that wants to control his destiny. And as you can see, he or her has the Pentacle, the money to do that, the cup, the sword, the wand, or at least has all of the elements to work with to start controlling their destiny. You know, the Fool is the first, well, the zero, the Fool. And as you know, that's the card where, you know, this child is walking along his merry way and he has the knapsack on his back and he's just learning about life. He's taking in the adventure of life. So when the Magician comes up, he's decided, okay, I've learned enough. Now I want to put all this together to create my play, to create what it is, my magic, what, you know, it is that he's interested in. And he's holding the wand up to the sky. So there's, again, a universal component that's speaking to you guys, because here's the infinity number 8 as well, or the infinity sign and the number 8. It's like he's bridging the spiritual and the material worlds together. So you guys have focused in enough on your spiritual world. You know, sometimes we focus so much and we study either the law of attraction, or we look into our horoscopes and all of this, and we want to learn more about ourselves, and we follow gurus and seminars and all this stuff. Well, finally, it's time for us to create our own magic. Sometimes it's time to step aside from all of that and say, okay, now how can I put this into play to benefit you? All right. So that's very cool outcome card. And the indicator card for this in this John Holland deck is the same as the Temperance card. They call it patience in this. This deck, I love it because it really spells out what temperance means. Temperance means patience, right? And this particular card is interesting in the art, the way they drew it, because you're seeing different colors, this headdress, which has circles, and then it's a half moon, and there's this flower in front of him, and something in his hand that is, it's like he opens his hand, and then this rock has power to move him forward and balance. Well, to move him forward, but also to balance him as he grows, because this flower has bloomed. So in other words, you do have some things going on. So now how do you balance this? This is the infinity. And remember, we had balance in the beginning. So balance is a big part of your June, or at least first couple of weeks. And I wouldn't doubt if it goes all the way through, because of these three in your original spread, these three major arcana cards are like the universe is shouting at you, like they're saying, here you go. You have the ability to balance. You have the ability to move in a favorable position. You have the ability to open up to new awareness, to create magic. All right. So any of you all that want to put comments below about what this temperance card means to you, again, it's patience, basically. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm still going to pull a few cards. I did this with Leo and it felt really good. So let's see what's going on here. All right, the Ace of Pentacles. Well, okay, so you're going to have new ways of making money. Yay, oh yay, good for you, Libra. You deserve it. I mean, we all do. But you guys have been putting in an awful lot of effort. The other card that came up is the Four of Cups. And I'm feeling like that's like no more crying over spilt milk. No more, who's done me wrong song, any of that. Pay attention to what you're being angelically blessed with. Look at what you do have. Look at the positive side of life, because all of this is very favorable for you. Okay? So this is more of a caution card, it felt like. All right, let's add up the numbers here. And we have 11 and 10. That's funny. 11 and 10 is 21, and then 1 is 22. 6 is 28, and 31, and 14 is 45, right? 31 and 14 is 45. I believe it is, or is it 45? Hold on. 31 and 14. Yeah, no, I was right the first time. Okay. Yeah, I've made a mistake before, and they're quick to point out, no, it's this, so I always look at it as a happy accident if that happens. But I know that you all want the, what the number really is. So 4 and 5 is 9. 9 in numerology represents completion, so that you can start anew. If you're having a 9 personal year, then you're clearing out the path, you're clearing out the debris and what you don't need any longer. You're serving mankind, you're compassionate, so that you can start this new creation. And it will be to serve others, no doubt. Okay, so I think this is one of the better spreads, I think, for you guys recently, is it not? All right, and so the 9 with the major arcana cards is the Hermit card. So your soul wants to be honored and heard. And it's a reminder of how important it is to, although you guys have been doing this, and I said this earlier, if you've been seeking gurus or any of that, you might want to just stop and meditate on your own. Still the mind, reflect on everything, reflect on what's gone right, acknowledge what hasn't gone right, but stay on that positive track. Because, the Hermit is a wise old man. He can help take you to the top.